Hey now, what's up? What's up? Good morning. What's up, smile makers, happy people, beautiful people? Today, we are doing your favorite thing. You get to make a smoothie with me. All right, so it's gonna be a simple smoothie today. We got three ingredients: lemon, apples, and bananas, because we're gonna make it creamy and smoothie. All right, so you can't make a smoothie if it ain't smooth, right? And that's why I like bananas. So, first things first, make sure the do-rag is on extra tight. Keep the hair laid. Then you always want to wash your hands. I already washed my hands, but I'm gonna wash it again on camera so you won't think that I'm nasty. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Get that. Get it clean, get it clean, get it clean. How long are you supposed to wash your hands? 10 seconds? 15 seconds? 20 seconds? Sing happy birthday twice while you wash your hands. That should be long enough. Okay, first things first. What was my rule when we're making smoothies, huh? How do we like to stack it? We want to put the hard to blend items or the hard to chop items on the bottom, closest to the blade. You see? The blade is on the bottom. So that's where we want to get our hardest things. So that'd be like your kale, your pineapples, or your apples. Hey, all the way from England. What it do? What it do? Thanks you for checking in, Maxie. All right, so today we're gonna make an apple, banana, and lemon smoothie, as you see in the title. I hope that's why you're here. All right. So what I like to do, I try to get as much fruit as I can. All right. So I'm gonna chop that thing. I'm gonna leave it down to the core. It might not even be anything left. Hey, what up? What up? Kingston, Bomba Clad, what up? Appreciate you in the building. England. What part of England? That's crazy, man. All these years, I've never visited England. I would have thought I would have definitely at least visited London or something by now. But I will make my way there. No worries. I will. I promise. I don't think I'll do it this year, but next year, maybe. All right. So today what are we doing? Making a delicious smoothie. And we're keeping it simple. We're using three ingredients, right? We're going to go apples, bananas, lemon. That's all we need. And we're going to get this thing blending. Normally, I would say we get this thing shaking. We're going to get it blending, all right? So I am 36 years old, okay? So I know I'm all handsome and good looking and distinguished looking, so it may be difficult to tell how old I am. But if you look closely, I am an old man with silver hairs in his beard, all right? But if you make smoothies every day, you can still be beautiful. You can still be handsome. You'll look good on the inside. You'll smell good. And you'll taste good. Ask your girl. Believe me. All right? So, one thing that I really like, right, about smoothies is that they're easy to make. And on top of that, they're really good for you. Like, I can't even really think of any negatives about smoothies. Just make sure your fruit ain't spoiled. Other than that, you are in the game. So I've been making smoothies for a long time. Maybe close to about 20 years now. I was making smoothies before they were even popular to do. All right. Do I play basketball? I used to. I actually used to be nice, bro. I used to be fine with it. You know what I'm saying? But I said that's racist. Oh Man, racism actually doesn't bother me. I don't care if people are racist. I mean, as long as you're not harming anybody, to me, before y'all try to Charlie Kirk me, to me, racism is kind of in your head. As long as you're not physically harming somebody or stopping somebody from doing something, I really could care less if you dislike me because I'm a different skin color than you. To me, that's just ignorance. And you don't really go head up with ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Now, what did I tell you about that apple? I told you I was gonna get it down. It was a big old apple, and we chopped it down like I said I would. See, look at all that we got from one apple. All right, you literally told him to do a backflip. Yeah, I ain't gonna do no backflip. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, you can forget about that. I ain't no monkey now. All right. How can anyone be racist? Have y'all seen black women? How can anyone be racist? Have y'all seen black women? Not really sure what you mean. Dude is zesty. You mean me zesty or the dude in the comments zesty? Because if you think I'm zesty, I bet you won't leave your girlfriend alone with me for the night. Then ask her if I'm zesty. If you think I'm zesty, leave your wife with me for the weekend. If you think I'm zesty, bring all your pretty friends that are fit to my house, and then you leave, and then ask them if they think I'm zesty when you come back. Oh man, I don't even know what the fuck kitchen rage is. The fuck is a kitchen rage? What are you supposed to do in the kitchen when you raging? You stab yourself or something? So now with the lemon, I like squeezing my lemons, right? And then sometimes I even take like a knife and kind of just cut out that little extra little pulpy in here, right? Because with my smoothies, I actually like the pulp. I don't mind the pulp at all. Who trying to catch a fade? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not against fades, okay? I am nonviolent. All the way. I'm all the way for nonviolence. But I do think that fighting solves everything. It's like if you guys are just in a disagreement and y'all just can't get anywhere, you just can't get a solution. If you guys are civilized and y'all fight, that should end it right there. Whoever wins the fight is right. All right. I went on a date with a girl last night. I haven't messaged her since 8 last night. Should I wait until tomorrow to message or message today? You would have to give me more info. Like I would need to know, do you like this girl for real? Is this a girl that you see yourself being with long term? Or is this just like a fling? You just trying to fuck? You just want to get in her drawers? You just want to hop in the bed with her? Or is this somebody that you see yourself with? Do you plan on marrying her? So I would need to know more information before I can like just give you a solid answer. Bro, chill. I don't know what you talking about. I took her to the train station. We vibed well. We had snacks and chatted and kissed. Well, I don't believe in playing games. If you like somebody and you're interested in somebody, I think you should just let them know. Now, don't get too crazy. Don't get too pushy about it. I do believe in like taking it easy, but at the same time, don't be hard to get. Like if you like somebody, let them know that you like them. You know what I'm saying? Just be upfront with them. Let them know. But and I would still need to know what your intentions are. That would kind of change my answer. Now, if it's somebody you want to be with long term, you know what I'm saying? We'd have a different plan than if it was somebody you just want to get to know a little bit better. All right. Do I believe in God? Yes. Yes, I do. I believe in a higher power. I was raised Christian, and for a little bit, I ain't want nothing to do with the Christian church because I remember I went to a church and the pastor said God, they called for the collection plate And the pastor said that God told him that there's at least $1 million in this congregation right now. So he just kept running the collection plate over and over until he reached his $1 million goal. And that just rubbed me the wrong way. So, I was kind of out of the church for a long time. And I was against Christianity for a while because I thought it was like a scam. I thought it was fake. I was like, these pastors just want to take your money. But as I got older, I realized that, people are still people. And that could just be one individual pastor. That don't mean that's what all pastors do. So I am Christian. I did have my battles trying to find faith and see which one was the right way. So I looked into Hinduism, Islam, Judaism. I looked into a lot of different religions. I even looked into some ancient religions that even that predate Christianity, that predate Islam. And at the end of the day, I do believe in a higher power. And I do think you worship God by how you treat others and how you treat yourself. So if you're walking around here fat, you don't give a damn about your temple. If you're walking around here mean to everybody, cussing people out, you don't believe in God. I don't care what your mouth say. All right. What else? You know nothing. You trying to act. Okay. 6'7". Ever look into Buddhism? Yes, I did. I did look into Buddhism. And I do believe that Jesus saves. I'm with that. But I got a friend of mine who's a Muslim, and we always debate about Christianity versus Islam. And yeah, man, that's what we get into that. And we got a guy that goes, "Hail Satan." Hey, man, if that's what you do you, man? Do you? And another thug with knowledge. Now, would that be a stereotype? Ooh, I would call that a stereotype. And what makes you think I'm a thug? Just curious. I mean, it doesn't offend me if you think that I'm a thug, but what makes you think I'm a thug? Is it my sweater that says God on it? Is it my lovely flowing beard? Like, what makes you think I'm a thug? Is it the way I speak? The way you vibe is, I don't know, like an unk vibes. Well, I am a little older. I would probably old enough to be your uncle. Why do you eat fried chicken and watermelon? Well, for one, fried chicken is delicious. And for two, watermelon is delicious. Who doesn't eat fried chicken and watermelon? What are you talking about? That's crazy. Wait, so you're a Christian? Isn't swearing a sin and not allowed for Christian people? I actually don't know if swearing is a sin, but I am Christian, and for you, um, I cuss your bitch ass out. What you gonna do? Tell Jesus on me? Yeah, I'm not a perfect Christian. So just so you know, if you was to see me in the street and if you were to disrespect me, I would most likely just walk away. If you were to say something rude to me, I'm probably gonna walk away. But if you put your hands on me, or if you stop me from leaving, then we'll just have to deal with that accordingly, okay? But hopefully that would never happen because my God always protects me. How do Christianity and Islam differ in their interpretation of salvation? And what impact does this have on interfaith dialogue and coexistence? Good question. Good question. So, I am not an expert on Islam, so I really don't want to have that dialogue here, but I do know the person to go to. You can go to Abu and Akul. That's their YouTube channel, ABUAQL. And they have live stream every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And these guys are awesome, very knowledgeable about Islam and Christianity. One guy is a Christian, the other guy is a Muslim, and they let you come on their show. You can ask questions, you can hop on the camera, you can ask questions in the chat. Um, very, very good, man. Very good show. I recommend it. And join the gym? No, bro. That's the whole point of the channel. It's not for people to just join a gym. The purpose of this channel is to show you that you can get in shape without a gym. The purpose of this channel is to show you that you you don't have to spend a lot of money to look good. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get in shape. So if you were like making smoothies, right? What is in here? An apple, some bananas, and lemons. The apple was $2. The bananas were, I think, $3 for 6 bananas. And then the lemon was 50 cents. This probably will make maybe 3 to 5 smoothies, depending on how much of it you want to drink. So 3 to 5 smoothies probably cost me about a total of, I don't know, what, $7 to make. So that's the purpose of this channel, is not to just go out to the gym or just go to the fucking smoothie store, but it's to show people, especially people that are more introverted or people who may be shy or people who just don't feel like going to the gym, that they can work out at home. So we do a lot of home workouts, home-based workouts. And the purpose of this channel is for people who may be intimidated to go to the gym, for people who are afraid to go to the gym, or they just never did that before, or they just don't want to do that. So I show them that you can get in shape at home. You can work out at home. You can look just as good as a gym rat at home if you do the work, if you show up. All right? What vegetables do you not like? Ah, gosh. Hi, Daima. What up? What up? So, what vegetables, man? Honestly, it depends on how I eat them. Um, for the most part, I like grilled and cooked vegetables. But if I'm just gonna eat raw vegetables, I don't really like raw spinach. I do make I do put spinach in my smoothies, but if I was just to like just eat spinach, I don't really like it like that. I gotta do a lot to eat spinach. I'm gonna have to douse it in dressing, or I'll just have to cook it. But vegetables are good for you, man. You gotta get it in, however you do. But yeah, guys, at the end of the day, I just want to lift people up. Life is forever teaching, and we just want people to be better. All right. So drink your smoothies, do your work, exercise, get in shape. All right. So oh, I forgot to mention. So after you make your smoothies, right, you can use water, or you can use orange juice, or you can use almond milk, or really you can use whatever juice you want. But I would suggest something that doesn't have a lot of sugar, or something that won't overtake the flavor of your smoothie. Like, for example, I got a lot of bananas in this smoothie, so it's probably going to be heavily banana flavored. I wouldn't put orange juice in this smoothie because it might just be too much going on. I would probably use water, or I might even use an unsweetened almond milk. Right? Yes, man. We are trying, Nicole. Out here doing God's work, what Nicole said. I appreciate you jumping in here too, Nicole Hogan. What's the point of the conversation today? Good question. So, if you saw the title of the stream, right, the point of the conversation today was to show you how you can make a smoothie with simple ingredients. You don't have to go to the store and spend a lot of money to eat healthy. I literally didn't buy anything today. I already had an apple from the last time I was at the store. I already had bananas from the last time I was at the store, and I already had a lemon, and we just blended them all together because that's a really good combination of fruit to put together to make a smoothie, especially if you exercise. All right. And then, just like with every live stream that I do, I leave it open to the chat to ask me anything. And then sometimes people ask me questions, and then we go off on a tangent. And then we stay on that tangent for a while. So that's how we got there. So I'm not sure when you jumped on the live, but the conversation could go anywhere. We could talk about relationships. We can talk about religion. We can talk about food. We can talk about fitness. We can talk about politics. So even though I try to keep the show or the stream structured, I still leave time for people to ask questions and go off on a tangent if that's what they want to do. But yeah, so the lemon is good for the smoothie, especially that little acidity. It kind of helps with your stomach, especially if you're like bloating or anything, and especially if you have like skin problems, it can help with that as well. All right. Can faith alone lead to salvation in Christianity, or are good works equally essential? Wow, what a question. I asked that same question, right? Now, can faith alone lead to salvation in Christianity, or are good works equally essential? The answer in the Bible says faith alone can lead to salvation in Christianity. That's the answer that I saw in the Bible when I was asking that question. And you good works are not required. Unless I misinterpreted it. Gosh, I hate remembering things off the top of my head. I'm a note taker. You guys will notice that. The more you watch, you'll see I don't remember anything. I write everything down. But I think in the Christian Bible, faith alone is suffice for salvation, and good works is not required. But I'm not a pastor. I'm not a pastor. Don't beat me up on that. Don't Charlie Kirk me on that. Go read your own, do your own research. Come back, share with us. Class is always in session. But faith alone is what my studies led me to. So as long as you believe. So like, for example, there was somebody in here asking me if I could curse, right? Now I would tell them I could curse you out, right? And I'll still go to heaven. And then JB can't be played, said broke ass. What's this fascination? That's something that I've been meaning to talk about. I was going to do a stream about that. But what's this fascination in our culture with other people's money? Like, people don't focus on their own finances anymore. They're so focused on other people's finances. So, like, a broke nigga would get on YouTube and call somebody broke, but you don't even know that. That's crazy. You have no idea what I have going on. And then look, let's say you're right? What if I was broke? What difference does that make in you? Does that make the things that I'm saying any less valid, any less true? I don't know. All right, let's keep going. What smoothie do you like the most? What flavor? Good question. So, every smoothie that I make, I always like adding bananas. So pretty much every smoothie I make is probably gonna have bananas in it. I love mangoes. So my favorite smoothie will probably be like a banana, mango, and avocado smoothie. So I would probably use bananas, mangoes, avocado, and I would probably use unsweetened vanilla almond milk or unsweetened vanilla oat milk. But if I'm doing that, that'll probably just be for flavor. So it'll be healthy and I'll still get the flavor too as well. Do you believe that modern women nowadays, oh, I don't want to miss that one. Do you believe that women nowadays now look for help instead of connectional connection, what we call love. Well, women have always looked for help. I mean, that's not new. Um, Now, connectional connection, what we call love, that is a new concept. Like somebody just going off and being with somebody just because of how they feel. That's a new concept. Throughout human history, women and men have always gotten together practically. And it was always some type of transaction. Like just being loved, that's never been enough to sustain a relationship. That's a new concept, probably like around the 50s, 60s, 70s. That's probably, well, 1950, 60, 70. That's probably where love was just so romanticized. But for the most part, people were practical when they got together in relationships. It wasn't just about love. What else you got? And then, ooh, JB Can't Be Played says, haha, I got you way off track. No, you didn't get me off track at all. But I'm glad you think you did. You probably don't know this, right? But I'm one of those people that don't really care what people think or say about me, as long as you ain't lying, you know? So, you think you got me off track, but you didn't. I mean, you're literally watching my face. You stopped what you're doing to come on here and talk shit to me. You're literally watching my face. You're not working. You're not doing anything productive. You're literally in a channel where we help people and we lift people up. That's literally the name of the channel, is Lift. Life is forever teaching. And instead of you trying to add to the conversation, you think that you're getting at me. You think you're throwing me off. But you still lame. So nobody really cares. You think you doing something. It may boost your little ego, but at the end of the day, you still gonna be the same little, small, minuscule person that you are. And I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be streaming. I'm still gonna be responding to people in the chat. I'm still gonna be exercising. I'm still gonna be making smoothies. And I'm still gonna be living an abundant life. And you're still gonna be the same little guy hopping on people's chats, hiding your face. You don't use your real name. Like, look at me and look at you. How are we even comparable? You are on a channel, right? This is my real name. This is my real face. This is where I really live. This is actually me. You're behind an avatar. You're behind a fake nickname. And you're talking shit. It's just cowardice, man. But, you know, whatever you need to do. Fix your teeth, guzzler. What? My teeth are amazing. Like, you're not even making sense. My teeth are awesome. I've never heard anyone say something negative about my teeth. But, you know, it's all good. You lost your game plan when I came through you off course. This channel literally is an open channel for the people. Like, this channel is not just me to hop on here and tell you a bunch of stuff. This is a class where we expect the students to be interactive, okay? So I don't care if you challenge me. I actually want that. I want you to challenge me. If you think you know more than me, that's good. That would help other people. That would help our community. That would help our channel. So you're not throwing me off at all. I actually encourage the participation. That's what makes it fun. I could get on here and I could lecture for an hour, but I don't enjoy doing that. What I enjoy doing is talking back and forth, having a dialogue. And I don't mind taking some time out to crush you, little guy. All right, so let's keep going. And thank you, Nicole Hogan, for keeping it real. Like, what is this guy talking about? You're not even being a good troll here. Ain't no racist jokes here. I actually love racist jokes. I don't mind them at all. I'm above racism. Like, I'm actually bigger than racism. To me, racism is a concept that makes a small minded person angry. Like, why do you care about the color of somebody's skin so much? Like, an intelligent person or a self-actualized person, that wouldn't bother you to the extent that it should bother somebody that's small-minded. All right. Democrat. I used to be a Democrat, but I wouldn't consider myself a Democrat. I'm an independent. I vote for whoever I think would do the best job. So if a conservative person would do the best job, I would vote for them. If a liberal person would do the best job, I would vote for them. If a white person would do the best job, I would vote for them. If a Mexican person would do the best job, I would vote for them. So I don't like just blanketly vote Democrat or anything like that. I'm gonna vote based on my interests and the interests of the country. What up, Jamal? What it do? Conventional women are what the world needs. What do you call a conventional woman, Nicole? I would love to know what you mean by that. And what up, my brown booty hole bandit? Yeah, I don't know who you talking to. Yeah. Wrong channel. All right. You're so positive and it's great. Thank you very much, Nicole. Um, I am positive most of the time, but I can get on your ass if I need to. But you are right. I am pretty positive. Whose president did you vote? Um, I voted for Obama. But in this election, I actually didn't vote in the presidential election. I voted locally. I voted in my city and state. I didn't vote in this election. But if I did vote, who would I have voted for? I don't know. It's tough, but I probably would have voted for Trump. I'm not sure. It'd probably be a toss-up, but I probably would have voted for Trump. What do you think about the Balkans, bro? You would have to tell me more about the Balkans. I'm not too versed on that one. But like East Europeans. All right. He's wearing a God sweater. Take a guess what party he voted for. Man, it's so obvious to tell JB is a little boy that lived with his parents. So I ain't tripping on that guy, man. But you know, people love to hate. Let them have it, man. I don't be tripping on that. You can hate on me. And yeah, you are right, Xander. People are weird. And I will stay up. I appreciate it, bro. For real, I really do. Drew, you think I have a bunch of baby mamas? Nah, I don't got a bunch of baby mamas. Not yet. Or at least not that I know of. I think right now I just got one. But who knows? Maybe 5, 6 years from now they're gonna come out the woodworks. Hey, you got me pregnant. He smashed me. Malachi smashed me. Hopefully it's not just a bunch of fat, ugly women that come out the woodwork saying that I smashed them. Hopefully be some pretty ones come out too. Wouldn't that be great? Nicole Hogan says, wouldn't it be great if his parents allowed him to live with that? They are alive and well. Who cares? Live your life and appreciate what you have. I agree with that. Ernest, Ernest Pena says, do you think is the pursuit of happiness more about what we have or who we who we would become. Good question. I'm gonna repeat that. Ernest Pena says, do you think is the pursuit of happiness more about what we have or who we become? Who we become determines what we have. So if you become somebody that can't live without something, you will have that. Like I remember when I was young, right? I used to just buy used cars. So my cars were all beat up all the time. And then when I was like 25, I bought a new car off the dealership for the first time. And I already know y'all about to stereotype me. I bought a Dodge Challenger, brand new, out the lot. I was the first owner. I don't even think that car been test drove yet. I put the first mile on that car. And after I bought that car, brand new, it was hard to go back to used cars. So my standard had raised. So I had became somebody that has to drive a new car. So started buying new cars. Also, another example of that, I remember I used to be fat. I used to be overweight. I used to be heavyset. And then I started losing weight. I started eating healthier. I got in shape. And then I became someone that has to eat healthy. I became someone that has to be in shape. I became someone that cannot be fat. So yeah, they go hand in hand. All right, let's keep going. There's nothing wrong at all, says Nari. Nari says there's nothing wrong at all. Look, he's talking shit on a black guy that just makes smoothie and calling him broke. That's crazy, right? That's what I was. I'm like, damn. I was making smoothies, now I'm broke. I'm like, oh shit. But what if I was broke? Would it matter to you? Like, how does that change your life? How does that make the information that I'm saying any more or less true? So if I was a billionaire, I mean, I do well, but I'm not the richest person in the world. But if I was a billionaire and I was saying the exact same thing that I'm saying now, would it make it any more true or any less true? That's how you guys get manipulated so easily. That's how you guys get controlled so easily. Because what they'll do is they'll put up somebody in front of you who you think is successful, or somebody in front of you who you think is better than you, and then they can sell you bullshit, you know? And then you buy it because you're like, well, Kim Kardashian does it, Cardi B does it, P. Diddy does it, you know what I'm saying? Lil Yachty does it, Kai Cenat does it, Duke Dennis does it, and then they just put all these little phony people in front of you, and then they push you into doing degenerate acts, and then you think it's okay because somebody that you think is successful does it. My question is, if all those prophets were homeless men, would you still listen to them? Like if Jesus was a homeless man, would you still listen to him? Would you still be a Christian if Jesus was a homeless man? Good question. All right, where we at? As conventional, I mean, oh, we're back to Nicole. As a conventional woman, I mean, who aren't out there on OnlyFans and also taking care of their man, whether that being working, cooking, or just taking care of kids. That would be awesome, Nicole. If we had a world where women wanted to just take care of their man or cook and take care of their kids, I'm sure that would be ideal. But unfortunately, that ain't the world we live in. Most, a lot of women have their own goals. They have their own dreams. They have things that they want to accomplish. Like a long time ago, way back in the day, right? Women didn't necessarily have their own goals outside of the house or outside of the family. Like a lot of women were just satisfied being a homemaker, making sure that their children were good, making sure their children lived in a loving household, and that made a lot of women happy. But nowadays, some women aren't totally focused on their family. They have other goals. They want to expand themselves and stretch themselves in other ways. So some women may be ambitious, and she might want to be a doctor. She might want to be a lawyer. She might want to sell lashes. She might want to open a hair salon. She might want to be a nurse. I don't know. She might want to be famous. And when you pursuing your own pursuit of happiness, whatever that may be, sometimes a family may not be involved in that. So every woman doesn't want to raise a family, or at least not yet. And every woman doesn't always just want to be supporting a man. Some women want to be in the spotlight. We could even look at Ayesha Curry, for example. I mean, she got Steph Curry, one of the greatest basketball players. And for some reason, she don't just want to be at the house taking care of the kids. She wants to do interviews. She wants to do podcasts. She wants to start businesses. So some people might look at Ayesha Curry and be like, damn, girl, you got it all. But to her, she has nothing because she's not living her life the way she wants to live it. Interesting. All right, where we at? All right, I'm cooking, but what you think about does true freedom, oops, scroll by too fast. This is from Ernest. I'm cooking, but what you think about does true freedom lie in the ability to make choices or in the wisdom to understand which choices to make? God damn, Ernest. Man, you're asking me philosophy questions. I love this. I love this. I love this. Let me reread that again. All right. Does true freedom lie in the ability to make choices or in the wisdom to understand which choices you make? I believe true freedom is the latter. Of these two options that you gave me, it's the latter. It's the wisdom to understand which choices you make. But to me, true freedom is having the ability to do the things that you want to do, when you want to do them, how you want to do them. And most of us will never ever experience that. And it may not be because of the society. It may not be because of our family. It may be imprisoned in our own minds. We hold ourselves back. We don't even really know what we're capable of. What up, Emily? What up? What up? How are you? Nari52 says, do you go to the gym? Not often. I used to be a gym rat. I just go to the gym like 2-3 times a day. But I don't go to the gym as much anymore. I do most of my exercises at home. I got a nice little setup, but my setup is minimal. My whole purpose is to show people that you don't need a lot of equipment. So the equipment that I use pretty much daily are going to be kettlebells and a jump rope. Everything else is just extra. Anything you need to do physically, you can do it with a jump rope and a kettlebell. Nicole Hogan says, they do. I have a daughter and a husband, but I also pride myself in taking care of my family. I understand not every family can't do that, but I still think the main goal as a mother and a wife is to take care of your family. Okay, I'm with that. For society purposes, I do agree with you, Nicole. The best thing for society would be for one man to be with one woman, and then the man goes off and earns money and food for the family, while the woman stays at home and watches over the children, whatever that may mean for y'all. But we just don't have that economy anymore. We have more workers than we have jobs, so that's gonna suppress wages. And then with inflation, the prices of everything keeps going up and up and up. So people aren't able to just have a one income household. So we end up having like a two income trap where both parents have to work outside the house. And it's just the children suffer when things like that happen. And that's how we got our society to where it is now. Nari wants to see my biceps. That's gonna be Lift Uncut After Dark. That ain't what this is about. You should do your math. Oh, man, you got me fucked up, bro. I'm over here thinking this RRXMX says, should I do meth before or after the gym session? When I first read it, I thought you were saying, should I do math before or after the gym session? So I was gonna be like, yeah, man, you should definitely do your homework before you go to the gym. This motherfucker talking about meth. If you're doing meth, I mean, honestly, you really can do meth whenever you want. I mean, if you want to do your meth before you go to the gym, do it before you go, and then hell, might even give you an energy boost. Then you can do your meth again after the gym for your recovery. Meth on, bro. Meth all you want. All right. All right. And maybe crystal meth is good for your brain. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of research on that. But whatever you find out, please share with us. Don't get me wrong. Ooh, back to the color. Ah, boom, there we go. They tried to get me. They tried to snipe me. All right, boom, here we go. All right. Back to Nicole Hogan. Don't get me wrong. I work at an animal hospital, but if I could, and if it was possible, it would be much better for the children to be raised at home instead of daycare. Yeah, I agree. Nobody, and I mean nobody, loves your children more than you. Nobody is going to do a better job with your children than you. So yeah, I'm with that. I am with that. But I I do have an appointment. So I got to head out, guys. And again, I do appreciate y'all jumping in. This was fun. And remember, we're making smoothies. 3 simple ingredients. Apples, bananas, lemon, and then I'm going to add some water. We're going to blend this thing up, make it real nice and creamy and smoothie. And then I'm going to enjoy this probably for like 2, maybe even 3 days, all right? And heck yeah, I appreciate homeschooling, man. That's dope. I did a little bit of homeschooling, but most of my education was in public and private school. But yes, sir. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Stay healthy, drink smoothies, hit the like button, support the channel. Thank you so much for coming. And until next time, I will see y'all again. Thank you.